out the back, dumping raw jet fuel into the final stage of the exhaust. Idle Spade, this is the announcer, Luke Carrico. How do you guys copy?
Got you loud and clear. How?
We got you 5 by 5, and we're going to get quiet because things are going to get. For an air show in the we are seeing some flying thus far as the avalanche on the ground in front. But every aerobatic maneuver is very much a combination of two things. Starting and stopping the aircraft at the same altitude, the same airspeed, the same heading all the way through. 360-degree barrel roll. Once again, put our hands together, everybody, for Nathan Hammond, the Ghost Rider of the Avalanche. Chipmunk. Nicely done. This full display we'll see a little bit later on. How about one final round of applause, everybody, for Nathan Hammond. We'll tell you more about that here in just a couple of moments. Right here at Show Center, let's watch Pretty Price as it rolls it to the right. He'll stop it, slowing it down to a crawl, as he will now back this airplane up with airspeeds in excess of 60 miles an hour right through his own smoke, and there's the recovery. How about a big round of applause, everybody, for Pretty Price and the tail slide. In his right hand, the control stick, in his left hand, the throttle, and down by his feet he has his rudder pedals to work the ailerons for roll, the elevator for pitch, and the rudder for yaw, performing maneuvers in this aircraft once thought to be absolutely impossible. Thousands of Allied and American allowing you to get your first taste of flight. Inbound now from the left. Let's watch for this smoke to come on. Please make welcome from California Aeronautical University, Vicki Benzing and the Boeing Stearman. Power tips going supersonic as she completes this vertical loop at Show Center. She's a pilot, a skydiver, and holds a PhD from UC Berkeley. Her passion for aviation and with commercial ratings and so many different performing for air show audiences across the country. Let's watch her now as she kicks hard on that left rudder, turn on a dime and giving you 9-6 change for the hammerhead turnaround as she quickly served during World War II, training hundreds of American pilots. Today, Vicki Benzing enjoys flying this airplane on countless bomb stars. As an air racer, Vicki was chosen an Albatross at over 460 miles an hour. In September of 2023, she even raced a P-51 Mustang, named Love Crazy. She is the only Congratulations, the second only woman to have raced in the Olympic class of the air race's 59-year history. 1940 Super Stearman. As we get Vicky safely recovered out on runway 31. Even though this airplane that we're seeing is some 85 years old, remains the gateway trainer to train passionate pilots to fly vintage military aircraft, WarBirds, and going through the same route that those Allied airmen, both men and women, did during World War II. In 1965, American boots were on the ground, and what followed became one of the most controversial conflicts in American history. Protests echoing through American towns, streets, and college campuses. Young Americans were entering a hostile jungle environment in these very type of helicopters. Cavalry during the Vietnam War. It was the world's first dedicated attack chopper, developed from the UH-1 Iroquois, and it was designed to protect the Huey and attack ground targets, as well as deliver devastating firepower when it was needed most. Together, these helicopters changed the face of aerial warfare, where in Vietnam, every mission was a gamble. These choppers rolling the dice time and time again. Together, this was its theme song. Known as the Snake by those who flew it and those who maintained it, the Cobra excelled well down in the dirt, in the mud, and over the dense jungles of Vietnam. It was known for its deadly strike, becoming a symbol of American air power during the conflict. Cobras went on to be deployed from and as part of the Vietnam War, and together they flew a staggering 1 million combat hours. Although the UH-1 and the AH-1 look a bit different, they're actually closely related. The first Cobra was initially dubbed the Huey Cobra. It was built around the same engine and transmission system as the older Huey. The side was down on the floor. The left and right feet sit on pedals that control the left and right pointing of the helicopter, and the pilot's left hand is the collector. Go up and down. The helicopter in all phases of flight. Now it is time. Now we're on this high-speed run as Bill Block has challenged the Cobra to a race. And in just a few moments, we are going to see these two machines as they take on our runway for a race down the tarmac in front of us. And even at those blistering speeds, Brian Reynolds and the Cobra want to stay very clear from those flames coming out the back. Here's what's going to happen. And we're preparing now for the hot run from our right, as this race is all about to be history in just a couple of seconds from now. Spooling up up to max power in 3, 2, 1, and we'll race on. Being the first African-American U.S. fighter unit, going on to be known as the Red Tails, the Tuskegee Airmen. The P-40 saw many combat theater of operations during its tenure, including in the Aleutian Islands, in Italy, the Middle East, the Far East, the Pacific, and Russia. Adversaries, the P-40 earned a reputation for being rugged. It served throughout World War II, but was eclipsed by more capable and faster aircraft that were to come. More than 14,000 P-40s were produced by this company, serving for the forces of the 28 nations. In front of us now, the Lockheed P-38 Lightning. P-40 Warhawk being flown today by Dan Vance. Let's take a look and a listen as the Warhawk approaches from our right. Over the water, at low altitude, trying to get away. He dove in for the attack with the Japanese rear tail gunner firing back. His P-40 was hit, but not by a bullet, but rather by a fish. Turns out, a near miss from one of the bomber's guns hit the water and exploded, blasting the fish into midair, smacking the wing of Bond's Warhawk. Touchdown by the B-25 Vigilant, North American medium-level bomber from World War II. What a sight that is, as they also use a little bit of aerodynamic braking. We saw it from the F-15's as we take this opportunity to honor a couple of individuals, 3 volunteers at the International Airshow, some of which have dedicated nearly 37 years of their time, talent, and heart to make this event possible. Together, that of Karen Capellelli and Linda Watson and Gary Ireland represent some 111 years of combined volunteer service over a century, and all of us today. To mark this achievement, we're doing something special for them. It's covered by now in great fashion, our 3 WarBirds. Karen Capellelli, representing 37 years of showing up, stepping up, and making it work. Linda Watson, a steady hand behind the scenes for our show, and a smile that we... traveling across the continent, performing at everything from air shows to music festivals, utilizing his onboard smoke system made by injecting a white, lightweight oil into the exhaust. Each of his skywriting messages can stretch more than 10 miles wide at an altitude of more than 15,000 feet. Airplane from the ground, with the messages high above, with the wooden name of the Ghost Rider. An inverted wing wave for all of you here today. How about a big round of applause so we can hear all the way up and down the line for Nathan Hammond and the Allen Super Chipmunk, the Ghost Rider. Well, last weekend, Nathan Hammond recovered out there onto runway 3-1. Our air show action continues because we're about to bring some real thunder and lightning with our United States Air Force's F-35 fighter lead based at Hill Air Force Base in Ogden, Utah. The pilot, Major Melanie Mock-Klusner.
Here is your answer. Direction, flipping end over end, in a maneuver we call the lightning loop. Down and watch as this rare formation approaches from behind the crowd for the final pass.
Went on to fly RC airplane that became addicted to everything, power and a motor. Watch for this takeoff as the wheels break down as he now rolls to the inverted outside position as he will now climb up to altitude and prepare for this power aerobatic routine. Take a look, watch for the snap rolls, going in for 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's welcome Brad Worston to our Saturday edition of the Oregon International Airshow. This airplane, one of the world's most impressive aerobatic superplanes with only 11 built and produced anywhere in the world as he goes nose for tail, tail for nose, in a maneuver he likes to call the centrifuge. Getting this performance started with team. We are seeing it big time here at Hillsboro. Let's give it up for Brad Worston and the MX-2. This airplane out of the sky with style at some 4,000 feet per minute. He will recover and set up for the next part of his routine. Attached to this dragster capable of question mark speeds. Earlier we had the chance to see 303 miles an hour, just shy thereof. But who thinks Brad Worston and the MX-2 is going to win this race? And Thunder dragsters. 12,000. 3, 2. It's on. again put our hands together for Bill Brock and the Smoke and Thunder Jet Dragster. Brought up for Brad Worston, MX2.
Ready now. Take a look at those two outriggers, 5 and 6. There they go. Now as the diamond completes the roll, they'll head outbound for a series of more maneuvers, but we've got some business here to take care of. What with Maverick and Goose Snake? That's a beautiful shot right there. Set up for another opposing hit right here. Let's see this. Okay. Now folks, watch the blue can. The beautiful bright white Wayland tip tank lights. Now into this formation, he will call great. Ready now. Yeah, watch as all 4 jets fly to all 4 corners of this sterile aerobatic box. And a sneak pass from Howler. Performing what we call the Patriots Flat 8. This will demonstrate the high maneuverability of this L-39. To keep the one from holding in his lower extremities to do this demonstration for you today. Folks, out to the distance in the direction. Beautiful. Get the cameras ready for your Patriots ability. Pulled from the formation. This Cobra's pilot, Cobra crew chief on the number 4 jet.